Hey my weight loss peeps, so I wanted to give y'all a quick update about my ketogenic journey, my weight loss, some downfalls that I've had, and I specifically wanted to talk about keto after weight loss surgery. So if you're interested in seeing any of that, you're going to keep watching this video. So my ketogenic journey, as you all know, I have been doing keto for, I would say, a good 6 weeks now. I've been doing keto. So at the start of it, I was weighing in at 243. Currently, I am 232. So I have lost a total of, what is that? I just counted in my head, 11 pounds in the 6 weeks doing the keto. Now, I know I told you I was going to tell you about downfalls too. I've had only really 2 major downfalls. So the one major downfall was my period week. I had a donut. I ate the whole donut. Another small one I would say is I did have a few bites of some pancakes, but it actually did not even kick me out of ketosis at all. I actually remained in ketosis, which is not surprising to me because I do work out a lot. And you should Google like being in ketosis and having a high carb day after you're keto adapted. It is a thing and it is something that you can do, and that's possibly maybe what is going on with my body. I don't know, but I didn't have to go through the keto flu again, thank God. However, I am in crunch time for my vacation, so I will not be doing any more cheats for the next 2 weeks, and then I won't be doing any cheats again until like Thanksgiving. Like, I'm sorry, keto got to go for Thanksgiving, but I will be, keeping it very strict keto up until then. So 11 pounds, 6 weeks. It's been amazing. I know that a lot of people have been kind of on the fence about what is really causing me to lose weight, because as you know, I had weight loss surgery March 9th, 2017. It's absolutely no secret. I have shared it from the beginning. I have over a dozen videos. I mean, for crying out loud, I have a whole weight loss surgery page. Well, not specifically weight loss surgery. It started off about weight loss surgery, but now it's just weight loss in general. I have a page dedicated to my weight loss surgery journey, so I'm definitely not ashamed to say that I've had weight loss surgery. It's something I'm very open about. However, it's always kind of something I feel like I have to mention, because there's always a person that's like, okay, well, yeah, you're doing keto, it's excellent, but you also had weight loss surgery. So is it the weight loss surgery or is it the keto? The world may never know. Just like how many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop? The world may never know. If I had to take a really honest and give you a really honest, sincere answer, I would say that it is keto. I, at one point, before I've lost now a total of what, 162 pounds. 162 pounds. And I would say that around the 90 to 100 pound mark, my weight loss slowed down. This was after I had weight loss surgery. I was kind of stuck. I was really stuck in the 260s. I stayed in the 260s for a very, very, very long time. And I was still eating the same. Granted, I was able to eat a little bit more than when I first got out of surgery, but I was still eating around about the same amount of food. And it was like nothing could work. I was working out the same. Everything was the same. So I said, something has to give. Something has to change. I have to do something different. This is when I started doing keto. This had to be at least a good 4 or 5 months ago. I was doing keto, but then I was kind of in and out of keto. I do keto Monday through Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I did whatever I want. So I had results, but they were just slow. Like, I was losing maybe... it was a good month if I lost like 4 pounds in the month, compared to now I'm able to lose like 8 or 9 pounds a month. But I got on keto and I noticed the weight was starting to go back down. So I would truly say that my weight loss from this point forward has been keto. Those are the only things I've been doing different. I've been doing keto. I've been sprinting, that may be something else that has to do with it. Other than that, yeah, I actually think I may have been working out, honestly, a little bit harder a month or 2 ago, like, because I was going to the gym. I was in the weight room very consistently. I was working out between 5 to 6 days a week. Now I've reduced it. I work out 3 to 4 days a week, but I make those workouts count because I do a lot more sprinting, and I do sprints for about 40 minutes a day. So I would say that it is, again, keto and sprinting. Now, I also wanted to talk a little bit specifically about what it means to do keto after weight loss surgery. So it's not a lot of information on this at all, which is quite interesting. I think because gastric bypass and gastric sleeve is considered for some the end of the road with weight loss. Like, it's like after I've tried everything. Most people can say that they tried keto. I was one of those people that I actually tried keto the wrong and correct way before I had weight loss surgery, and I made, lost the 10 pounds I usually do, and then I went ahead and said F this. I gained that 10 pounds back, and I got big and big, and I got to 34,000 something pounds. However, I would say keto after weight loss surgery, it's different. It's a very, very different process. So the biggest thing I know that's different is the fat. Fat is really, it can be really hard to get in when you are newly a weight loss surgery patient. This is why I suggest this. If you're thinking about having weight loss surgery, dedicate 6 months of your life to keto, the ketogenic lifestyle, okay? If in 6 months, the weight that you lose is not sufficient enough to you, and you decide to proceed with your surgery, give your weight loss surgery 1 whole year to work. I did do that. I gave my weight loss surgery a whole year to work. If at the end of that, you're still not satisfied with the weight that you have lost, then do keto. That's just what I say, because I couldn't imagine being 4 or 5 months into having weight loss surgery and eating the amount of fat that I do now. There's no way it would have been able to work. I was barely able to eat a pinky size amount of food, barely able to drink a cup of water a day. I was just not really, I can't say I wasn't in a good space. I had just had weight loss surgery, so that was the whole purpose, to reduce the amount of food that I was eating. So it's going to be very hard for you to get that fat in initially and to meet those macros that you need to meet if you are newly out of weight loss surgery trying to do keto. Another thing, now that we are on the topic of macros, so it's funny because I am one of those rare people that my body can be in a state of ketosis with 30, 40 grams of carbohydrates. Now, this is not everybody, but most people, if you are bariatric, you are already in a state of ketosis because we eat such a low carb diet starting out. So the macros may be a little bit different. I haven't really found a calculator that specifically worked for me, even with the weight that I put in now. It tells me to eat crazy amounts of food that I like. For instance, it may say it wants me to eat 1,800 calories a day. Now, this may seem like, girl, 1,800 calories a day is not a lot, but remember, I had weight loss surgery, okay? It's currently 3 o'clock, and I still haven't even eaten a day, okay? And I fast, so I'll stop eating at 9 o'clock tonight. So I got about 6 hours to eat all that I'm gonna eat for this whole entire day. However, it can be just very hard, and it can be super duper challenging to get in all of those calories that they're telling you to put in. So I say that you have to also use your own judgment. It's a new thing. So, unfortunately, babes, we're going to have to practice around with our macros a little bit until there's actually like science behind it, or it's someone, who's been very dedicated to, they've had weight loss surgery, they're now keto, they know what works. I can't say that I'm that person yet because I'm still learning. Of course, I'll share all the information that I can with you all, but I'm no expert in any shape, way, or form. People that I like to follow Black Keto Girl on Instagram. I also like to follow Dr. Eric Burke. He's on Instagram and YouTube. Kendra, who's Black Keto Girl, she had weight loss surgery, but she had lap bands, so it's a little different between the bypass and the sleeve patient. Dr. Eric Burke, he's just a doctor that strongly believes in a ketogenic lifestyle, so I follow them for tips and things like that. He briefly touched, Dr. Eric Burke, on weight loss surgery keto after weight loss surgery, but it really wasn't very in-depth, and it didn't get down to the macros as far as what to do, how do you adjust it. So again, you're going to have to figure that out on your own, babes. Do what works for you. Sometimes you may have to, it's going to take us a longer process. That's just the bottom line. That's why I highly suggest that if you can seriously do keto for 6 months, just see what happens. Maybe in 6 months you have lost 60 pounds and you want to go another 6 months, and you may not need weight loss surgery at all. I'm definitely not, saying don't do weight loss surgery. That would be very hypocritical because I had it myself. However, if you can avoid your organs being altered, try to avoid it. I'll just leave it at that. And one last thing, since we're talking about macros and keto and everything with weight loss surgery, is my bariatric babes, try to eat things that are very small in quantity but high in calories. So I like to eat stuff like pecans. Like pecans, they are excellent. Like you can eat just like a very small amount of them, and they're like 210 calories. And they have 21 grams of fat and only 4 grams of carbohydrates, and then like 3 of them is fiber. I don't know. The macros are amazing on pecans. I try to eat things like that. I try to have things like berries. I'll try to have like pork if you're open to eating pork, because these are things that I can eat in a very small quantity, but they have a lot of calories. Stay away from things like fat bombs. That's just my personal opinion. Fat bombs normally make me very sick and very gaggy. Plus, I just don't think that they stick with you a very long time. I've eaten a fat bomb that was supposed to make me full, but I was hungry again. I don't really also like to do like bulletproof coffee. If I do it, it's more so at the end of the night, just simply for the taste, if I'm being honest. It's not because I'm hungry. It's never anything that I depend on to make me full. So let me know if you are keto right now, if you're thinking about keto, if you had weight loss surgery. What has your experience been for keto after weight loss surgery? What is your nutritionist stand or your doctor stand on keto? Very interesting. I'll talk about that in another video about my doctor and my nutritionist and how they feel about the keto journey. But I want to hear from y'all. So comment down below and let me know. Also, if you have any video ideas, anything that you want to see, you can comment that down below and tell me about that too. Thank y'all so much for watching. Remember to stay healthy, and I'll see y'all next time.